as a .NET developer. Then I moved to an RPA, and working in like this type of tools, Prism and automation anywhere, it's easy. It's not difficult, I can say. Um, People think like it's difficult to manage and all, but if you have some logical thinking in that, you can easily work on this type of tools. Just you have to do hands-on and do practice. So that's all about me.
So, do this really work? Those who comes from admin background?
If yeah, that will not be issue. You have any type of background. Like with me, I have some colleagues who is from only for they have business skills and all, so they are working that because in this Blue Prism, okay, two types of roles is there. One is the developer, one is the admin. So once the developer will develop the code, the admin will take care. Means we have functionality admin, but admin role is just like run the code, see the errors which we have, logs and all. So admin is also a big, once you are doing infrastructure, setting the infrastructure, in that case, admin is a big role in this.
Yeah, hi, this is Manish. I'm looking at from a project management point of view because I'm managing such projects, may not be hands-on on this RPA. But of course, something like somebody talked about admin role where you know exactly what is happening, is something really in the right direction or not. That's what I'm really looking for, and that's the reason I'm probably getting into details of what it is all about.
Yeah, sure. For the admin, like for the management perspective, I'll say like it's a very good tool. Okay, because what happening even I'm playing a role in my team I'm a consultant, but I am like as a business consultant. Okay, so what is my role like end-to-end development? Okay, I'm playing the role like sitting with the client, taking requirement, design document and all. Like we have lots of documentation in the Prism, PDD, SDD, FDD. So based on that, client is if client is okay, then only we will go for development side. So I cannot say like there are different multiple roles in this tool. If you learn this tool, you can play a different type of role, like in which area you are interested.
Yeah. So for me, in fact, of course, as a consultative role only, where I need to connect with developer, I need to connect with client, I need to kind of collaborate in between, and that's the reason. See, comes from with the subject matter expertise on some of the areas where we are looking at implementing RPA. So at least other side is there, but from a technical and development side, that's where I'm looking at. Is this what we told is really understood, and that is what people, consultants or developers are working on. So that's a collaborative thing which I'm looking at.
Yeah, I will help you sure in this because even I am doing the same thing. In which area you are working.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, Umesh.
Because for you, it's you no need to go in depth in these tools. You have just understanding how this tool is work, and
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it is in depth, nothing wrong in it. But as you said, bare minimum is where we understand the tool.
Yeah, and my team, like even the managers are doing development in this because we have a crunch of resources right now in the market, and there are lots of demand. So the high level management is also
exactly.
doing the work in development.
Absolutely, absolutely. The other thing which I'm looking at probably may not be the right question at the right time here because you are here for the demo. Are those trainings available on this GoTo only, or it has to be a kind of a physical training over there in Bangalore?
See, that I think Rahul will give the answer. I think because what happened? Okay, I'll tell one clearly thing. Okay, in automate like for Buddhism, there is no outside training is available anywhere. Okay, because even I train myself through own. I just read the content which I got and train my my own self. So there is no other thing in this like Buddhism. And the thing you will not be get the software for this Buddhism because license is very costly.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
So I think Rahul will give them good answer on this, like how we can proceed.
We can park it later. Let's proceed right now with what you have.
So Rahul, can we start?
Wait, go ahead.
Okay. So guys, I think you are aware what is RPA. So I start with a small type of introduction. What is RPA? Why we need RPA? Then I'll go to the jump to the Blue Prism tool. Okay, I'll tell the multiple tools in the market. Then I'll tell why Blue Prism. And okay, so so can anyone tell me what is RPA? Anyone over the call?
Hi, this is Sharif.
Yeah, Shidhar.
So, RPA is like a robotic process automation. We know, like, for example, in the manufacturing industry, we have a concept like robots will fix the some kind of cardboards and something, right? So, the same way, where the manual intervention is there, so they're
Yeah.
implementing same type of robotic concept in software also. I'm
Okay.
thinking, yeah, this knowledge I
Yeah,
got from the this one websites and.
yeah, you are closely to right on this. Like, okay, so RPA is nothing but it's a technology, okay, and like it's work like a human. Just human is writing the code and the tool is running the code. Okay, the thing which we are doing manually, we can automate. So like only the one thing, the bot is working 24 into 7. Okay, because we can schedule the bot through tool, we can run the bot anytime. There is no manual intervention. Sometime I can say manual intervention is needed, like there's some application is there, okay, in the market. But again we can run the tool 24 into 7. So okay, and we can work with any type of application in this. There is no like in like restriction for that. Okay, you have to think. I will tell how you can easily work with RPA. Just think logically. How you do? Suppose I'll give example. Okay, we have Excel file. I want to take a data from the Excel file. Okay, so how you do? Just open the Excel, go to cell A1, read the data, put in the Google, take value, paste it back. So you are doing this manually, right? So like that, the tool will do. Okay, just you have to learn the commands. So RPA is nothing like it's always give you a robot like it will do automate a process, okay, which you are doing right now manually, we can say. Okay, my next question: why we need RPA? Can anyone give me answer?
It's a time.
I mean, one is if you time is exactly. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's about the time being consumed. If you think of it, human doing that, we might take longer and longer time in our processing, but that would be done because I have read somewhere in a legal processing outsourcing company as well, something
Okay.
which took like 30 days for lawyers to come up. That was done in like minutes or hours probably by RPA.
Yeah,
So
right,
that really
right,
takes you a lot of time in that. Yeah.
right, right.
Cost
So
reducing as well.
right. So why we need RPA? Like we are human, right? So we are working in applications. Sometimes we do mistakes. So we can, like, with the help of RPA, we just write a code. So what will do which instruction you give. So error rate will be reduced. The second is the task which you are doing on a daily manner, that will be reduced. So the okay, the third thing, it will increase the standardization of your workflow. Okay, and I have one question from you guys. So what do you think? RPA will reduce the number of manpower, or like I heard in Google, I heard in LinkedIn. Okay, like it will. There are lots of jobs will kill RPA and all. So what do you guys think? Is it really?
No, but some other side it will also create jobs as well.
Right. That is the first question, like first understanding I want to put in mind. The RPA is not killing the job; it will build the job because, like I'm a .NET background. Okay, when I start my career, there were some people in the market. Okay, but what happening now? They have developed the code. Right now, people need company needs for maintenance the code. Okay, so same thing in RPA. Okay, right now in the market only RPA is little bit, like we can say there's no cognitive, there's no AI, companies start building on the team on that. But before that, if you have knowledge of these tools like BP, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere and all, so it's good for you because once the machine learning will come, then also like they need lots of people to learn these tools. Okay. Okay. The tools in the market which we have a lots of tools in the market right now. OpenSpan, if you heard, okay, Cicada, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, Watson, and all. So, okay, here OpenSpan. I'll tell one by one why Blue Prism is good. I have worked in multiple tools, Blue Prism and Automation Anywhere. Okay, so Blue Prism's tool is very reliable rather than other tools. Okay. Why? Because the capturing and spying functionality in Blue Prism is very good, and they have a solution for all the things. Like suppose I'm a user, I don't know how the code will run. I just want to see how many errors daily, how many records fail. So for that, what I'll do, I want to see some logs and all. Okay. So in Blue Prism, for seeing the logs, seeing the errors, seeing the like functionality, we have a different thing in this. It's called control room. So user just open the control room. It will see like how many records failed today. So sending emails and all, you don't need to open Outlook. Just send the email through the tool. So it's very helpful for us. Okay. If I come to automation area, I am working from last 2 years in automation area also. There is some disadvantage I'm telling rather than the Blue Prism. The tool, if you capture something in automation, right? Tomorrow we are not sure whether it will work or not. Because tool right now they are developing more and more in automation area. They are enhancing this they're putting more efforts on the tool. Okay, so functionality is coming in automation, but it will take time. But Blue Prism is always stable tool, I can say. Okay. One more thing, which type of application? Okay. So all about Blue Prism. What is Blue Prism? Can anybody tell me?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Prism has only visual process designers. It is a back office tool, like not the front office tool.
Okay. How it is like a back office tool? May I know?
So in back office tool, like we do see Blue Prism doesn't help to develop the manual repetitive things, but in the front office tool we can develop the manual repetitive things, and but in back office tool we cannot
No,
repetitive.
not like that. I think I'm not, but yeah, it's not like that. Okay, Blue Prism always you can develop a code in on the always repetitive things. Okay, like I'll give you an example. I have Excel with the 10 records in which we have a like I want to take some okay, I'll say example of trade information. So I have a 10 trades in my Excel. I want to take information every day on the Google. Okay. So what I do, I just open the Google, paste, copy and paste the value. So bot also can do the same thing. We
But
cannot say,
I see, yeah, I
yeah,
see in Blue Prism tutorial, like we have it, the Blue Prism studio, right? So there I
yeah.
see Blue Prism is only can do only back office robot. Blue Prism doesn't help to do front office robot. Doesn't job. When I interact with the Blue Prism support team also, they said Blue Prism is only maintained for back office, not for the front office. So what do you mean by back office and front office?
Okay. Maybe the work which you got newly, it's a front office, and the back office they are like back office means like the work which they are doing daily. Okay, like in our like BPOs and all we can say. Okay, so daily they have to
Yeah,
do customer verification and all. But in front office we
yeah,
can say like newly work which will come.
but in UI path and automation anywhere is support back office as well as front office.
Okay, I'll tell. I am working in automation everywhere. Okay, so it's not like that. Like Blue Prism is far better than automation. I'll tell you. They have all
Yeah,
the
because we
compatibility.
had a actual we had a demo for the client from Blue Prism as well as Automation Anywhere and UI part. So we got the
Okay.
I am doing the analysis part. So while
Okay.
doing analysis, I feel like Blue Prism is only for back office and Automation Anywhere and UI part is supports front office as well as back office.
Uh, I think your information is somewhat wrong. Okay, not an issue. I will again check this thing. But according to my knowledge and which I'm working last 2 years in development also, so there is no difference between front office back office. Okay, but again, if you told this is like that, I'll check, not an issue. I'll get back to you on this. Okay. So I saw one question whether this tool is working for the RPA main for my developer tester tool. No, RPA means is not about only for developers and testers. Okay, in RPA you can do process reengineering. Like okay, I tell the life cycle of the RPA. So what we do, let's say example, today I got a client. Okay, so they have some application in that they are doing some manual updation of information and all. So what I do, I just go to the client, I sit with the client, I take the requirement from the client. So for once I take the requirement, understanding and all, okay, what I'll do, I'll create one Visio for them. Okay, this is a process flow. So once the client is okay, I'll tell the client, give me access of their applications. So I'll do the keystroke mapping. Means I will check whether I can do spying on the application. Okay, whether my spy will work or not. Then once the feasibility analysis will done, then I go for our documentation. So first step is the everyday in the Blue Prism, functional design document. So in this we will put the, like suppose a client will give one application, okay, and I saw in this application very something in scope, something is not in scope. Okay, so I will put the whole thing in the every document, functional design document. So I will give to the client, okay, this is your application, this is your process. This part we can automate or this part not. Okay, so based on that, if client is okay, everything we got the sign off, then we go for the PD document. It's process definition document. Okay, in this what we do, we will take the keystroke mapping, means how they are doing right now manually work. So we capture the whole thing and we put in the FPD document. So once that will sign off, then we get back to the client. Okay, we go for the SDD, solution design document. We will tell the client this many number of objects we use, this many number of process we use in your code, okay, and this number of bots we need for running this code. So once everything is done, okay, then we go for the our development. So development will take the time based on the complexity of the application. If the application is very critical, I can say like there are lots multiple application. You have to capture image recognition and all. Then based on the complexity of the application, we will tell the client, okay, this much time regarding like 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months we need for the developed application. So once the development is done, then again UT testing, soft launch and hard launch. Soft launch, what we do, we run this code in production, okay, with the small amount of data, like 1,000 record, 2,000 record. But hard launch, it's a go live, we can say. So the client will run the code with the like bulk of 5,000, 6,000 records, number of records. So once the client is okay, then we give the like support to them. Okay, suppose tomorrow the application is changed or not, some changing, so we have to change in the code. But okay, again, we need some prerequisite before doing the development. We have to ask lots of questions from client, that is in the requirement gathering, whether your application is changing like continuously after some 1 month or something. If yes, then we can say that application is not suitable for the automation. Okay, we have to ask like there is any manual intervention. Okay, suppose email, reading email and all. So in right now the client is not okay to provide the their SMTP server and port server, okay, information to us. So for if the client is not okay, then so we cannot connect with the Outlook and all. Okay. So there are lots of we can say there are list of things we have to check with the client. After that only we will go for decision, okay, whether we can do automate or not. Or yeah. Any question?
Bhuvesh, this is Vinod.
Yeah, Vinod, tell me.
Yeah. So I have one question. So what is the main difference between this RPA and normal traditional automation, because in traditional automation also we do the same thing. So we do the feasibility study of the application, and then we check, do the documentation, and then we do the automation using some tools in the market. So how we can differentiate this traditional automation from this RPA?
Traditional automation means automation testing.
Yeah, normal automation testing.
Okay. See, testing is only for, I got this question wrong back from my team also. See, automation testing. I like you are talking about, I think, Selenium and all, right? Right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So Selenium is for only for testing.
Right.
Okay. So can you work with the Citrix application? Can you work in a Selenium?
No.
No, right? So we can work in Prism with the Citrix application. So there are lots of restrictions in auto, and I tell, okay, there are two tools. Even if I'll give example for automation anywhere, they have a two tool. One is for the automation testing, one is for development. Okay, testing is like once you develop the code, then only testing will come. Okay, and testing Selenium only just do for testing your existing functionality. Okay, but with the help of what is that RPA, robotics process automation tools, we can develop any type of application. We can interact with any type of application in the market. Even SAP and all, you can easily interact with them.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other question? Okay. System requirement for the Blue Prism. We need at least we need to install our SQL server in our systems. Okay. Why? Because Blue Prism is a centralized tool. In what happening? You run the code. Okay. You develop the code. That code is stored in your SQL server. Apart from that, the license. If I talk about the license in Blue Prism, that is very costly. Okay, and we will not be get any of the document in right now in the Google and all. Okay, just you have to use something like videos if you have something. But like there's no proper document is available right now in the Google, even in the YouTube. I checked it. Okay, why people choose Blue Prism? I have already told you they're very compatible, reliable tool. Okay. I have used both tools, automation and Blue Prism, automation anywhere and Blue Prism. So even I can say the difference between both. Like in automation anywhere, there is no way to log your error. You always have to log your error in some Excel file or some place and all. But in Blue Prism, we have a logging functionality inside the tool. Okay. Regarding if I come to the object cloning or spying anything, means spying I'm telling means if you want to capture some object or something in the website, that is a very powerful Blue Prism. Okay, we have a 4 type of capturing functionality in Blue Prism right now. One is the active accessibility mode, one is the HTML mode, reason mode, Win32 and SAP mode. Okay, I will I just giving the information of the Blue Prism only. Okay. For now I go through the tool. So this like this we can see this is the Blue Prism tool we have. Okay, once you will log in the Blue Prism, that this window will open. Okay, so in this we have lots of functionality. We can create a new tool, import, export. Okay, export means if suppose you have you create a 10 objects, 10 process, okay, for a single project. So you can export and you can give a single file, you can release a single file for the client. Okay. Apart from that, you can see it's 100% here, okay. Multiple users can access a single login in this, okay. In that case, it will, you can see it's 100%, later on, it will be like 50-50, okay, if it is 2 user. Apart from that, there we have lots of functionality. I'll show one by one. I'll just go through a small, small type of introduction. What is studio? What is control? Okay. First, I'll tell the component of the Blue Prism. So we have a 3 layers in Blue Prism tool. One is the Object Studio. second is a component, and third is a process studio. What is Object Studio in this? Object Studio, suppose you want to capture you want to capture some button, you want to click on some button on. So you always use go for the Object Studio. So I'll give a real time example. Okay, suppose I client told me they have a application, so they want to I want to insert a data in their application and update and just log out. Okay, so what is my first step? I just log in. I just open my So the Object Studios look like that. I always open my Object Studio. We have functionality application modeler in this. Okay. Just click next. So you can see here which type of application is this, whether it's a window based, it's a browser based, it's a Java based application or mainframe based. So I told it's a web application. I just click on web application, click next. There are two options, whether the browser is already running or something. Okay, based on that we have to select. I told it's a exe file. From exe file we have to run. We have to give the path of the application www.google.com something. So you can see we have a functionality. So once I click on this, I launch the application. Okay, URL is not correct. So once you run this, launch this application, the window will open. I think I have to give the right URL in this. Okay. So we can create multiple pages. How in this? Suppose I have a login functionality. I create one page for login. I will create one page for input, one page for output, like that. And all the exception handling we will do on Object Studio. We always throw the error from object to process. So like it's a full package. Okay, suppose I want to create a project in this. So first I'll create an object of the application. Means I will capture all the functionality, just text box, radio button, button, and all the functionality of the UI. I will capture in Object Studio. Okay. From there, I will take whether it's an input or output. I will send this thing in my Process Studio. So, any question on this? Like, what is Object Studio we have? Anybody have any question?
No, we don't.
Do we
Okay. So,
drag
yeah.
our right page or just show them how that works?
I'm not hearing. Can you please?
I mean,
Your volume is not clear.
drag and drop that read or write page or navigate page, anything.
Actually, I'm not. I don't have any. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, one second.
What tree will write something? What? Okay. 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 I'll tell you. Okay. There are lots of commands in this. Okay. I will explain later some commands. So it's a read. Okay. So I actually what happened? I didn't capture anything right now. Okay. Uh, so what? You have to. Okay. I'll wait. I'll give a small. So we can see it's if I launch, it launched the application, right? Now I want to write on this something. So what we have a in this we have a root element and like child element. Okay, root is always the application path. So I suppose I want to capture something element. Okay. So I just click on identify. So you can see here, okay, we have multiple modes in the screen. HTML. So you just it's mentioned. I use Alt. It will change the mode. Window mode. Window mode is always used for the thick and thin client. Like if you have a mainframe application, then I use the Win32 mode. Okay. Active accessibility mode. Active accessibility mode and HTML mode is the same. Only the difference. Suppose okay, you want to capture some table from your application or something. Okay. So HTML will give you HTML elements only, but active accessibility mode will give you a child element information. This. Then we have reason mode. Reason mode is like a image recognition. Like suppose I want to capture Google in this or something. I want to read the character from there. So we have reason mode. Like we have a surface automation. It's advanced version of Blue Prism in this. So then we use reason mode. So I told one SAP mode. SAP mode will only enable once you work with the SAP applications. Okay. So right now I'll just show a small thing. So you can see there are lots of property came for a text box. Okay. So just I will highlight. You can see it's there. Right. Apply. Okay. So you can see once you will click on this, it will come launch. Launch means I have to launch the application. So I am running this application. I'm just giving a small sample. I show the full one. So we can see it's launch. Actually, I gave the breakpoint. Why? Because it will fail. I didn't give that. What is that? See, RP is there. So any question in this? So what I do in my next step, I just click. I will capture this button. It will click. So any type of information you want to capture from like application or something, you always use the Object Studio. Got it? Any question, anybody?
So, Bhuvesh, Joe this side. So, tell me one thing. In this case, we do not need any coding, etc. We just need to create object and record what are the next steps in the processes and do the mapping in the Blue Prism, and
Yeah,
then
right.
Blue Prism will.
In this, what happens? Sometime we will not be find the logics and all. Okay. So for that we have to write a code. We have a code stage in this. Okay. If you are .NET developer or something, you can write your code in this. Okay, and you can add your DLLs in the initialization initialization build. So in this you can see some DLL is already there, right? So if you are good in .NET, just write your own code. Or if you're good
So,
in
I'm asking this question is, I have no background to the technical language. I do not know any coding language. Okay,
okay,
basically I'm a finance professional. So,
but
just wanted
you
to
can
understand.
you have a logical thing, right?
Yeah.
That is enough for you to learn this tool. Because I have trained a guy in my team. He is from totally on testing. He don't have a manual testing and he don't know how to even write a code. Now he's working well. Because it's regarding the hands-on, okay. When I learn through my hands-on and all, in first time when I open this tool, I don't know what is object, what is system. So once you do hands-on this, once you do practice, then you learn the thing. And it's not about coding skills and all, right? Okay, it's about logical thinking. Like, okay, I'll tell open Excel, write code, something, how you use macro and all, right? Okay, like I want to open the Google, I want to search, how you do, just open the browser, write something on the text box, click on search button, right? So same thing you can do through the tool. Just capture all the objects, write whatever you want, click on the button.
Okay.
So it's not a difficult. If you have a if you want to learn, you can easily learn this tool.
That's
Yeah.
probably a very simpler presentation on, say, the Google one. You would also be doing it through all the different difficult applications. I'm especially looking at the SAP part. How does that work? In fact, may not want to just put it as a demo here, but just an understanding point of view. How does that work then?
Same, it's the same like that. Application modeler, you have to put the SAP application link. Okay. So once you launch the application, okay, you have to go to settings and you have to enable the SAP mode. So wait, I'll show you. In this, I cannot be because I don't have any application. So like I capture, right? So once I do identifier, so you can see some HTML mode is there, right? HTML mode, Win32 mode, accessibility mode,
Right.
agent mode. So once you work with the SAP application, the SAP mode will come automatically. So just select that mode and like capture the things whatever you want. Because I have worked in recently with the application SAP application that I have same thing with an iPhone. So I just enable the things in the settings, and you have to enable the script actually, SAP script that is in tool. It's already in application. So with the help of that, you can easily capture other things.
Okay.
Goel, I have one question.
Yeah.
You said this tool is very easy to learn, but we don't have any software to practice, right?
Yeah, that is actually the difficult thing right now. I don't know how the further things will go on. I think Rahul will give the lessons of this because the thing is licensed somewhat, we can say, but okay. I mean, I'm not sure how the things will go on here. Rahul, can you please?
No.
See,
So
okay.
some
Yeah.
people requested to go to Prism because they have already used for that. Application has been arranged, but others they don't use the call because it is not available means even we don't have a way to provide it.
Yeah. Right.
No, your voice is not audible, Rahul. We can't hear your voice.
Tell me what Rahul is saying. Rahul, I think you
So
can create
Bhuvesh,
a yeah.
one question here, like, you just mentioned SAP button will be, highlighted if you go to the
Yeah.
SAP module. Similarly, there are like n numbers of modules available, right? So people are working on Oracle credentials or Hyperion. So this tool will interact with those tools as well, or what? How it
No, no, no. Actually, for okay, I'll tell. Based on the application, okay. I don't know Hyperion on which on which .NET base or web application. What is that? Hyperion is a web application or window? What is that?
it's an Excel based application.
Then no need. Actually, I told right. Okay, they have Excel based application. Then no, nothing to worry in this. So they have a different mode of okay capturing things. We have a different type of application: window application, web application, SAP. Okay, and sometime if nothing will work, then we have a functionality keystroke. Just using like your keys, Control A, Control V, Tab, Enter. You can work with that also. So I have even I have worked with the APN recently. Okay, we have done a small POC for them. So what we do, they have web application. Just I capture the things, and so SAP. Why I told specifically tell SAP because in SAP, so this thing will SAP we have a set. The mode is given provided by the Prism already. Okay. So for and you will not be seeing the like while you're capturing the normal application. You have to enable the things, then you can work with the SAP. That's why I specify SAP. So I'll just go through with the process because we have a short. Processes also look like object. The main difference, you don't have any application modeler in this. You can see. So you don't have any functionality to capture the things. It's an object. In object we have an application modeler to capture the functionality, but in process we don't have. So you always call your object from process. I will tell you how. We have action button in this. Just drag and drop. Just select your create test. So you can see action 1 is there. Just click. So you see it's working. RPA will not be, I think, come in this because it's going too fast. So once what happening? Okay, I create application. You can see I got error. I know why, because I didn't give delay. So for that I have to give some weights in between the like launch and write something. So that I cover later in the classes. So process always first create object, then call that object in process, and then always user run the object process only. So I think somebody asked me the difference of the role of admin. Okay, so we can see this is a control room. Okay, and what happening once the project development is done. Okay, so you can see your code here. Like I can show something this. So just drag and drop your code in this and run the code from here. Right now it's like it's not working. I'll check because I didn't save and all. So just you drag and drop, the one line will come down and you can run the code from here. There are lots of functionalities available, like if I take about security, user will directly give the credential in the system that is encrypted already. Okay. So you can see we have credential encryption functionality in this.
Admin roles here as well.
Admin role in this monitor. First of all, you have to set this infrastructure. Okay, install the Blue Prism and first of all thing. Second, you have to manage the multiple resources in this, because you can see, okay, what is RPA? Suppose you want to finish your task in 1 hour, that the people are right now is doing in 8 hours. So we can see multiple resources are available on this. Okay. So what admin do? Admin just configure all the systems that should be available on this, because I see for admin role it's a different kind of just like a role in this. So what admin do? Admin in this we can say controller. Okay, according to my knowledge. So what controller will do? It will always take care of the things like whether the system is available or not. If it is any problem, they have to solve the issue. They have to schedule the codes from there here only. So like this type of role we have for admin.
Hey, Bhuvesh, one more thing which I wanted to check here. For example, for one task, will there be, I mean, how many tasks a license can run through? Because that's like if I have one task which is on SAP, I have one task which is on a different
So
application.
license will not be, okay. License is not about task. Okay. License is always one. So in one license you can create any number of tasks. Task I'll tell, okay, what happening. So I create a process. You can see there are lots of process like reconciliation. So this is one task for me. Even for my control, you can see there are two tasks, right? So task is nothing like, it's a whole process, end-to-end process we can say.
Okay. And we can create a number or there's certain
Any
limitation
number,
capacity?
any number of projects with a one license. There is
Bhuvisha,
no, yeah.
this is Raj here. Like, is there a different kind of components that needs to be installed on the developer machine versus like just the resources where the code executes, the robot executes?
Only you have only Bluetooth software available. There's nothing else. You can run the code.
Okay, so like within Blue Prism, do we have something like a client component and a server component, or is it like just one install that is the same?
No, in this it's the same. There's no client server is there. Okay, what happening? I can see in my machine what happening. SQL Server I install my machine only. Okay, but if we are talking client server, then we install SQL Server in some other, like we will give some dedicated desktop or something. So in that we install SQL Server, and we will give the user centralized. We will put that is centralized. So all the user always hit that only that database. So we can say it's like a repository. So one person can see the other person code and all. You can create like that type of applications in this.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, Vinesh. Vikas here. I have one question. Actually, I am a .NET developer. So, can I use Blueprint as a API in .NET? Because in some places in my project, I want to automate. So, is it any facility that is available in
Okay,
Blueprint?
your volume is not clear. Can you? Your voice is breaking.
Yeah.
Hey, Bhuvesh.
Vinesh, now it's audible.
Somewhat your voice is breaking.
Hello.
Hello? Your voice is breaking.
Okay. Yeah. Now it's audible.
No?
Actually, I am asking about .NET API is available for associating Blue Prism with .NET.
Okay.
So my question is, yeah.
It's not about .NET. Any of the scripting language also you can use in this. Actually, this tool is built on the .NET only. Okay. So like F sharp, C sharp, this application only it supports. It means you can write the code in that.
Hi, Bhuvesh. This is Lokesh.
Yeah.
One question. In your day-to-day activity, how do you start working on a new requirement? Like, is it that you talk to the client and get the requirement, or there is a separate team or people who actually talk to the client, get the requirement,
It's
understand what can be done, cannot be done, then you
yeah.
get it, you get the requirements. So when you get, what do you get? Like, is it a what kind of document you need to understand it and all that? And also one more question, let's say if you are not talking to the customer, then the people who are talking to the customer, what is their profile? How much knowledge they need to understand client requirement and connect it with the possibilities, with Blue Prism. So they should also know Blue Prism's not very technical level, but still they need to understand, right, what is possible,
Yeah,
what
right,
is
right,
not
right.
possible.
Okay, okay, I'll tell on this. Actually, it's dependent on the team. I am playing the role which you are asking, end-to-end, like sitting with the client and till development, because we have a crunch of resources in my team right now. Okay, it's
Okay.
based on the like how many members of team. If we have lots of members, so what we do, they have a business analyst, they have a process engineering team, which they will take the requirement and then we do development. So right now I'm in engagement where there is no business analyst. Only I am a developer. I started as a developer. Okay, but once I spent after 1 year, like what happened, I got chance to work with the client, sit with the client, taking requirement, then do some feasibility analysis. So I'm playing a role end to end in this, I can say, starting from the requirement till deployment. Okay. Okay, you're talking about how much knowledge should be. So the knowledge of that person, it's like they have to know somewhat about the Blue Prism. That is enough for them.
Okay.
Okay, and the documentation for them is lots of document. Okay, how it will work, I'll tell in real life. Suppose I am a developer and you are a business analyst. Just you went with the client, sit with the client, take the requirement. Okay, then what do you call me once the requirement is done? So what you do, you create first FDD, functional design document. In this you can put the whole what is scope, what is outer scope, means scope outer scope, what is in telling. You will tell me the full process of the application. This is the application, this is look like. Okay, then you call me, then the analyst call the developer. He will sit with the developer, he will check. Okay, this is the process, whether we can do fully automate or partial automate. Because if you know Globalism, that is good for you. So you no need developer in that time. You just do feasibility analysis by your own. You just launch the application, check whether the spying functionality is available or not for the application or not. Okay. If you don't know Prism, then you always need a developer. So it is
Right.
good to have a knowledge of Prism to you. Okay, so once you will do the feasibility analysis, you will create a PDD for them. It's a process definition document. You will give a keystroke level of mapping, like this is like I've launched the application, press this keywords and search, click on this button. Okay, so what happened once the PDD will done, then the developer will come. So suppose you are a business analyst, you give me PDD, I will see this is the PDD. Okay, based on that, I will create my solution design document. I'm a developer because I know how I can develop this process, how many process I needed, how many objects I needed. Okay, which application involved, like Excel, any Word file, something, and based on that, I'll give you SAD. So once, so you are a business analyst, you will take that document. Okay, and just go to the client. Okay, this is the SDD. So we are planning to create like that. So if the client is okay, then developer will start development.
Okay. Okay. So when you
Yeah.
say this process design document, is it, because this is again a different application, like I'm talking about the Blue Prism, the way it is designed, it is different. So is it prepared in a specific tool, or you just use Visio or Word or something like that? Just want to know
Okay.
if there is any special tool for that.
I think we'll check this thing offline again because we have a short time here. Okay. So
Okay,
I'll
fine,
just
no problem.
yeah. I'll give you all the answer of these questions. Okay, even that will not be issue. So I'll just like I gave the small introduction what is Bluetooth and all. I am just showing a small application which I have done. Okay. It's like what I'm doing. I'm transferring data from one application from German and Subledger. So in this, the bot is logged in the system. Okay, and after if the bot is taking the value from the Excel, then it's logging into the system. It's putting some values like searching criteria, and then downloading the file. Just see, it's not a real code. I captured this video for my client, so I'll just show it to you guys. So we can see in this we have option. I put some input values. So I just run the application. First step is opening the Excel. So you can see Excel open. The bot is taking the value from here. Now it will launch the application. It's a Oracle Prism application which I have done. So now what's happening? It will click on the home button. Like I gave some delays in between because what happened? Once you work with the web application, you always give some delays because we don't know how much time it will take to launch the application. So we can see this file is downloading from. Yeah. Rahul, I think covered the introduction part. Anything we need to cover?
I think that's fine. Just show them the content one.
Okay. So guys, what we are trying to cover in this introduction of Prism I told today only. So we have, I told as a process studio. In process studio, we will cover how to run a process, basic skills, process validation, decision, how we can use the commands and all. Okay. Again, I'll go for the process flow one by one, like set next stage, how we can debug the code in this, then how we can use the loops, then how we will check how we can pass the input and output in the application. Then what is business object studio? And how we can handle the exception in this. What is queues in this? And some additional features like we can say how we can, advanced feature also we can cover in this, like how we can code stage and all. We have different type of modes in this. And about the other different type of applications.
Will you cover all stages, whatever we have in Blue Prism?
Rahul, yeah, we cover actually the basics, all the things we will cover in this. What is process, what is object, how you can work with a simple application. So I will cover that thing.
So this is Rajir. So what kind of?
I'm asking about stages.
We will cover all the stages.
There's some stage and all stages are there, right?
Yeah, we will cover all the stages.
Okay, thank you.
So this is Rajir. So do you provide any kind of like learning materials along with this, or is there any manuals available?
I think Rahul will give the best answer for this. Rahul, can you please?
No, sir, no, Raj. We don't have any materials because we don't have a license.
Actually, so I'll tell. Okay, for Blue Prism, it's very difficult to get a material from outside.
Okay, so basically, like it will be based on whatever you are going to teach in the class, right? So So, or at least I understand that we cannot get the direct materials, but like at least will you provide some kind of reference materials for us to prepare?
No, whatever you are going through, it will be recorded and shared with you via YouTube. So that
Oh, okay, that's good.
uh,
Okay.
Okay, all right, that's better. Bhuvesh, in fact, so we do have this license in our organization, so at least that's where I can reach out and do some whatever hands-on we can. So at least that is good. But all I wanted to learn about the tool. One query which I have is, how's the hosting happening about this tool? Because certain applications, so like secured applications, they are in a secured IPs, and how does then the tool connects with something? Probably I might check with our network team as well, but if you know, you can help us, help me understand on that as well. Quick one, probably.
Okay, for that first we have to check with the IT. You're right actually, because sometimes IT is not able to give the access to us. But if we got the like we suppose mainframe application I'm talking about. Okay, so in that we have to put some IP address and all, so we can connect, that will not be issue. If there is
IP
a web
mapping.
application, yeah, IP
Yeah.
not IP mapping. Suppose I'll give example in mainframe application. Okay, so once we work with the mainframe, we have a different type of mainframe functionality in this. Okay, like which type of mainframe we have, whether we have a direct session for the mainframe, whether we have direct exe, or you have to connect through the IP address. So if you have an IP address and all information, you can connect with that. Again, if you don't have access for the like for that system, then it's difficult for you. But if you have access, you can work through the program.
Okay.
And this tool is very secure actually, because what happening, okay, once you run the code from the control room in Blue Prism, nobody can see. The code is already in encryption format. That's why
Okay.
all companies are preferring Blue Prism right on the market rather
That
than
was my
other
next
tools.
question actually. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
When are the training starting, and what would be the schedule? Because we just want to look at it. I guess it's a weekend schedule. Then it's fine, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, weekends only. About the timings, we haven't decided it. Maybe today we will. I'll just check with Bhuvesh, and based on his availability, we will plan it out. And this week,
Okay. And
Monday is a holiday. Many people may go out for vacation, so we are planning this tomorrow based on the people. Like, if they are interested, then we will go ahead. Otherwise, we will postpone it to next Saturday.
okay, it's not a holiday for us as well, unfortunately.
But many companies are having a holiday, so
Yeah.
so
All right. Okay, that's fine. Let us know in advance whatever is the schedule.
absolutely.
Hi guys, what is the duration of this course, and are we going to get any certification? If not, will you guys help us if we are interested in a certification on this?
Bhuvesh, will you?
Will you give the answer? Yeah, certification is there. Okay. First of all, actually, I want to know if your company has access for the Blue Prism site or not. Because what happening?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you have, right? Then it's easy. You can schedule your certification of once you register after 3 months. Okay, I have certified. I have already done certification in this, so I can help on that.
Awesome. How do you get certified? Because as you said, it's very private.
Uh,
Getting
can, can you
outside.
can you can you pardon this?
How do you? What is the steps for getting the certificate? Because
Sir,
as you said, it's very private. They don't have anything outside.
so for that, it's a different process. Okay, you have to first of all you have to check with your company whether your company is registered with the application site or not. Then the list of scenario like steps which we have to take care, and after that you can schedule your certification and you can go for that.
So
Awesome.
It's a
actually,
So
direct.
yeah,
right.
organization does help in that. So you need to reach out and then they actually connect with
At
Blue Prism on
present,
that.
But for that, you have to be some complete some trainings and all. It's like it's 3 months minimum time. Before 3 months, after suppose I enlisted today, then after 3 months only I can go for certification.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, I can
So
help on the certification. That will not be issue because recently only last month I have completed one, and I'm going in
That would
next couple of months I'm going for a professional developer. I have done the accreditation developer certification recently, and I'm going to for a professional one now.
Okay, that will be
That is
great. Yeah.
good to know. Good to know. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll connect on that.
Yeah, sure.
If nobody is having any question, then we can close the session for today. And other later I'll come in with all the details.